This episode of Plasticon Reviews is brought to you by darkdominion.com. Check them out for all your 3D printing needs.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Plasticon review. We're going to look at something that I got at a Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's got these really cool die-cast cars. And I don't know if you guys have ever messed with any of your die-cast stuff, but it's not terrible. This particular set is a just pretty much a little engineering set. That's what they call it, engineering. I personally think it's kind of a what's called Department of Public Safety heliport. It's supposed to be like a headquarters for that. It's actually a neat little playset. You guys probably couldn't guess how much this costs. This is the entire set all together. You get 2 cars, a helicopter, and a playset. You know how much this cost me? $5. $5. You guys remember back when you can go get Hot Wheels sets for $5? This is pretty much the equivalent nowadays. The set had to be assembled and put together, but it's not too hard to do. First off, let me go ahead and talk about the cars themselves. The cars are die-cast metal, but they actually have rubber wheels, and they roll pretty good. They're not too terrible. They're actually kind of quiet, which is nice. Right here you got this thing here. It looks kind of like a I would say like a Ford Fusion. It's got the engineering here. This is all tampoed on. This is not a sticker. And on both sides, and you can kind of see where the headlights are actually painted white. It's kind of hard to see, but they are painted white, which is kind of crazy. Would have been nice to see some tail light detail. I may do that myself. But this is a little Ford Fusion it comes with. It's really cool. And then the other one it comes with is something I would say kind of like a little Honda Civic. I think it's really interesting. Now all these sets, I'm going to show you the other 2, but there are 3 varieties of this set. But they all have a little engineering tampering on here. Really nice wheels. The underside is not crazy detailed, but just enough. If you're a customizer, these are perfect for that kind of thing, or if you just wanted a couple little background cars to put in your background, they're kind of perfect for that. These kind of remind me of a yellow cab kind of thing, which I don't think is too terrible. I might actually come up with some little I don't know, taxi cab stuff for them or something like that. I actually do have a die-cast taxi cab, so I may just start using it with this. It does come with a little plastic helicopter. This is completely plastic. These are all tampoed. These are not stickers, which is nice. And it spins pretty good. It's got 2 sets of blades there, but when you do spin it, it does like to kind of fold in on itself. But I think it's neat that it actually has a decent attempt there. The only thing I can complain about is I kind of wish the window was actually painted. I'm probably going to go back and do that myself. And if you look, there is detail there for some little lights on the sides. So knowing me, I will go back and probably detail the crap out of this. You just see the rotor blade there and no rotor blade here on this side, which is kind of interesting that they actually molded it different on both sides. I kind of find that fascinating. But looking at the playset itself, let's kind of zoom in here a little bit so you guys can actually see what is actually going on with this set. The set itself comes with this plastic base, this plastic ramp. It comes with a barrier, which has got decals. These are actual stickers you have to put on. I did not put all the stickers on. There is a sticker here that's supposed to go across here. I just opt out and not putting it on there. I kind of want it to be a little different. It does have these directional arrows, which you can use for, you know, this is the direction you come down, and this is the direction you go up, or whatever, you know. And then you got this right here. It's supposed to be kind of like an elevator lever type of thing. I might end up saving these decals for a different custom in the future, knowing me. But the toy set itself comes with a, this is kind of like a barrier type of cone, which you guys have seen these before in parking lots and stuff like that. And, you know, it's supposed to be a cemented thing that's actually attached. These do come off. They're a little square pegged, so these can kind of just go anywhere you want them. It does come with a traffic cone, which is nice. I did find out over time the stickers on these don't like to stay down on this one and this one, but I haven't had any issues with any of the other stickers. So it's probably just a curved surface these don't like to stick on. So if you have maybe like a piece of Scotch tape or something like that, you can probably tape it down if you decided to do that. Me, I probably will just go back and probably paint those parts. As you notice, it's got a window here on the side for this under garage part here, where you can just park any kind of car. We got kit here, and park kit under here, which he fits just fine underneath there if you guys are one of your little die-cast cars. If you're one of those kind of guys like me, where you have all different kinds of toy cars and robot cars, because I love my robot cars, because this is the scale I get into. I have a select converters one here that will fit just fine in here as well. So your select converters fit in here because, you know, they're Hot Wheel size. Or if you're a huge Transformer fanatic like me, you might have some Spy Changers or a G2 GoBot. These will actually park all the way up in here just fine as well. So they work really, really well with this. And if you're, you know, into the crazy stuff that I'm into, I actually have a Zybot helicopter here, and this helicopter actually will land on the helipad just fine up here. It holds it just fine. You don't have any issues. This being the type it is, it's kind of hard to set up there because it's got, you know, the landing gear is kind of off, but it does set up there just fine. So you don't have to worry about your helicopter falling off here. This is actually designed for the original helicopter, but if you have like Blades or Vortex or any other little robot helicopter dude, it more than likely will fit just fine on top of this. Speaking of which, we actually have a little elevator gimmick here on the side. This side here is just, it's all manual. You just push it down. It's a little push down little elevator, and it does have a traffic light here. You can move the traffic light anywhere you want. Like I said, these are all little square things, and honestly, if you want to leave them off, it's the tiniest hole on here, so it's not like it's going to hamper any of your car's driving. I mean, it isn't going to hurt this at all, and you can drive pretty much any one of your cars up here. It is a little short for certain vehicles, but I mean, that's going to happen with any type of die-cast cars, because you guys know how die-cast cars are. They are all different sizes. So, I mean, even the original ones it comes with kind of halfway fit on there. They don't fit the best, but I mean, it's kind of cool that it's implied that there's an elevator here. I'd put a car on there that doesn't roll very well, like my select converters. It doesn't roll off. So I mean, if I wanted to set this thing halfway just on a diorama, it can still sit there. It's a little weighty, but hey, it works, and that's what I like about this. And it will go all the way up to the top of this, and then you can just drive your little vehicle and then park it right here, right in the little parking spot, because it actually has a parking spot up here for this. The top of the playset actually has these kind of little stickers, which are nice. You know, it's got the little parking symbol, which really is nice because it actually matches my Diaclone City stuff, so I like that. It works very well with that. And then it's got the little helipad here on top. And the helipad actually has, this is actually a sticker for the H, and this is actually embedded too. So if you're one of those kind of guys who want to customize and paint that in instead of use a sticker, you could. And keep in mind, guys, I'm literally showing you guys something that has $5. $5. 5. That's it. For this little set with 2 little die-cast cars and a helicopter. Now, to show you the packaging is just this. It's just one of these little packages here. It shows you the entire playset here all set up. And says, build your own heliport. Says that on all of them. See? $5. That's what I paid for them. These are called turbo wheels, by the way. That's the brand. It's called Turbo Wheels. And on the back, it shows you your part breakdown. Your parts do come on a sprue, which is kind of cool. And this is all optional that's on this sprue. You don't even have to use this sprue. If you didn't care about any of the road signs or the street lamp or anything, you don't have to use it. I kind of like to have a few elements in my city, so that's just something I like to do. Right here it shows kind of the assembly process, because this is your instructions right here. It just shows you just plop these 2 pieces down, you stick the elevator on, you put the top on, put your helipad together, and whatever decals you want, and then you're ready to go and play. It's very, very, very simple. Now, I happen to have bought the other 2 sets too. There is a police station. It's kind of like a police heliport type of thing. If you guys notice, they are pretty much the same toy. They just have a little different tampooing and different stickers. Like the stickers on this one here are a little different. They're blue accented. They go toward the blue background for this. And it comes with 2 little police cars and a police helicopter. Now there's no sirens on the cars, so these here could be just basically cars that, I don't know, aren't exactly part of like the police force, but they could be like, I don't know, like detectives drive these cars, or they're just little support vehicles or whatever. So whenever, you know, say something's going down, you need like a SWAT van and you just have extra personnel show up. It's very interesting. And I'm going to show you how these guys are packaged. They're packaged just like this. Sticker sheets already in here, so that way it doesn't get all messed up. And this is all in one little piece of plastic. This isn't bad. I think it's amazing. The whole playset's here. This is the playset. If you didn't even want to mess with those cars or the little helicopter, you don't have to. I personally will use this stuff for background vehicles and stuff like that. Let's take a look at the police car. I have never opened this, so I'm getting a live look at that. Very cool. I do like the little emblem they have on that. That's kind of nice. And it's, like I said, it's literally the same helicopter, just different color, which is cool. I don't mind that. I think that's neat. Let's take a look at the police cars. Dust this out of the way. There you go. Very cool. I do like it. It just says police on the side. And proof right here that this is kind of a white painted parts there. See, this actually has a back window. See? Yeah, back windows on, which are nice. Looks kind of sharp on this blue. I like that. Do you like this one here too? These are cool. I like these a lot. They roll so well. I mean, these aren't bad. These will go great down your Hot Wheel tracks, honestly. Yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you what these things are all about. I did buy what's also known as the fire department one too. Because I like the way these buildings look. And this is something else that you can do with these. Say you don't want this helipad. You don't have to have the helipad. The helipad is just optional. All this stuff is optional that's on here. So you can take the helipad completely off. Like if you don't want the helipad at all and you just wanted a tower up there, you could. I mean, it just pops on and off. Very simply. And same thing with this part here. Now this is held in with 2 little posts, but I mean, you can do this without the helipad. Like this can literally just be a public safety thing where it's just for cars to park. It's not for the heliport. You don't have to put the heliport there. If you wanted to just mock up something else on the side for a helipad, you can do that. That's what's cool about these kind of sets. And I really think this is a very cool additional thing that you guys can go out there and purchase for $5 to be able to help out your diorama build-up sets. Because I mean, I love making things and I love setting up cool scenes, and this is perfect for that. Especially you guys out there who love to do photography, but you don't want to spend a bunch of money, right? Now, I did also get a Cityville turbo wheel set, and this it's called, I don't really, it's out of the package, but this is what the package looks like. This is a little dump truck or garbage truck. I wanted to get a garbage truck because I didn't have a refuse truck in any of my stuff. I don't have fly trap. If I can ever find a G1 fly, or not G1, but the GoBot fly trap, I will. But yeah, I think this is actually really excellent. The rolling bar is pretty decent. Not bad. I mean, compared to the top one, like, I really don't feel a difference between these two. And this is, you know, a spy changer. But I think it's really neat having this. Now, the other thing I think is cool that comes with these, it comes with its own dumpsters. And they didn't have to go this crazy to tamper both sides of this, which is cool. It comes with little dumpsters. It's got 2 of them, which is nice because it's always nice to have little additional things to be able to, you know, populate your entire city the way, however you want to do it. I'm big into populating my cities and stuff like that. By the way, the little micro masters will actually fit on here just fine. So if you want to use this for micro masters, you could. I don't see a problem with that at all. I think micro masters will work excellent with this scale. Another thing, your G1 Constructicons. I know you guys out there with your G1 and G2 Constructicons, you're probably going to want some type of garage facility. I mean, fits pretty perfect. I don't know if you'll be able to get Scavenger to fit under here, because he's probably the tallest of all of them, but Mixmaster fits just fine. And if you are a GoBot fanatic, here you go. GoBots fit just fine too. So, I just wanted to show you guys this because this is really exciting for me, because I don't like to spend a lot of money on my my toys. I don't. And when I do, I want something that's worth the money. And this is well worth that money. Let me go ahead and put this helipad back on here. To show you guys how tall this thing is. Now, I have a knockoff Dinobot combiner here that I got recently, but kind of shows you how tall he is. Most, like, Devastator comes to about here on him. So, I mean, Devastator isn't much taller than he is, and that's about how tall Devastator would be if you're going to put him next to this and use this as a base of operations or whatever. I just think it's cool to have this kind of stuff, because this is the stuff that brings your toys to life. It's cool to have them sitting on a shelf, but it's even cooler if you put them in a scene. If you get like 3 of these, you pretty much have kind of like a mini city. You don't have to use the police and fire decals on these. If anything, get them, paint them, put your own decals on them. Turn one into a service station if you want. I mean, you don't have to use all this stuff that's on here. You can use this as just like a ramp thing, so that way they're servicing vehicles. I mean, you don't actually have to use it as an elevator. You don't even have to use this as the top of, like, you know, like a parking garage or whatever. And there's one thing else I noticed. it looks like the way these are set up, because it has this pass through, I almost bet you can probably put one here and have one in the opposite direction. You can drive from one side to the other, which is interesting. I really think these are very, very, very cool. The fact that they come with their own little plastic base, everything is contained in this little tiny thing, and you can't beat $5 for a tiny playset. Really, really, like, I don't know, it kind of just grabs you like, this is just awesome. I can set up an entire city. It doesn't require a whole bunch of money. I can break this down and toss it in a small box and put it away, or whatever kind of container. Heck, if you got like a lunch box or something like that, you don't put much in. Like the little tin lunch boxes we have, and if you don't store anything much in there, go for it. Throw the parts in there, because I mean, they all come off. And even the building itself is removable. None of this is screwed down or anything like that. It is all just pushed together, snap together. Ramp on there. You can get rid of the ramp and just use this as a, you know, like, I don't know, you don't really drive vehicles up here. Maybe you just use this as a background element. You don't have to like do like everything the way something says you have to do it. Now, I do wish they had an actual service station. I would have been really happy to see a service station. Now, it's giving me problems trying to pop in. But once you get it in there, it's pretty smooth. Like it rolls very, like if you're gonna drive a car over this, it's extremely smooth, which is good. Especially for you guys out there that want your vehicles to not have like torn up wheels or anything. If you're a diecast collector and you don't want to ruin your cars, hey, I think I understand that. I mean, you guys have seen me do my huge Diaclone City out of that Hot Wheel carrying case Stone Ghost set. If you haven't seen that, go back and check out that video, because I do like my diecast cars. But I also don't want my diecast cars to not have something cool to be able to park them in and just have fun with. Because, I mean, that's the whole point of these toys, isn't it? Like, for us to have toys that are fun to play with and there actually be some kind of purpose behind it. I like having, like, a combiner should be bigger than a building. But the building shouldn't be so big that, you know, it takes up over half of your real estate you have. Some buildings I have are huge. Well, primarily they're the space buildings and stuff like that for the combiners and stuff to sit in. Most of my guys are usually, you know, just chilling either in a vehicle mode or they're in robot mode. Like, I'll slap Mixmaster here real quick. I'll show you guys about how tall this is compared to, you know, a G1 combiner. That's him standing on here. He doesn't look out of place, and that's what I love about this scale. I know some people are like, oh, Hot Wheels scale's like, you know, the best scale ever. Well, it kind of is. I see why people like it so much. But I'm also one of those kind of people, I'm like, well, you know, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the right way. And I'm going to bring in some Zybots. I'm going to bring in GoBots. I'm going to bring in, you know, my converters and my G1 and G2 spy changers. Pardon me. Or even, heck, why not throw the Micromaster in there? That's a nice little display right there. Without all the, I mean, I could even put maybe just a street light down. Which I like having a street light. I think a street light's cool. This adds just that little bit. That just little tiny bit. And if you're like, oh, you know, I'll just put like a barrier here or something like that, and not allowed to come down that way or whatever, because, you know, say there's road work being done. Well, there you go. You got road work being done. You toss this over the side like this, like, hey, they're getting ready to install some, I don't know, some traffic lights or whatever. You can set these back here. It's fine. Oh, look, I got some dumpsters here. Well, you know, they got to throw away their trash while they're at it, so you got that. Nothing wrong with it. It's kind of like a cool little display, just by just setting it up the way I just did. You know, say the police are here to kind of, you know, make sure things don't get mixed up and messed up. Mr. Trash Truck's over here doing what he's got to do to pick up the garbage. just a cool little scene. I just set up a little scene within like a few minutes, and I mean, this is kind of clustered the way I have it right now, but that doesn't mean you can't spread it out, especially if you've got 3 of these things. You can make a huge town out of these things. I think these things are amazing. Such a cool little thing that's come out, and I was very, very excited to see this, and I wanted to show this with you guys because this is the stuff that I love. Lately, with me being kind of in a meh mood, this stuff makes me happy. This stuff just, I mean, it's simple. It's so simple to put together, and you can paint this if you wanted to. You can, like, I'm sorry, but the prices people want for toys nowadays is absolutely insane. Just go to the dollar store. $5. You get a nice little playset for $5. These things I think are like $1. And it's a nice truck, by the way. This is all die-cast. They didn't have to go this hard, but you can actually see the inside of the windows. Like, this thing is basically, I would say, more Matchbox style. Now, what's crazy about this is this actually has screws, which means you can unscrew this thing and customize this vehicle. I might actually go through and grab a few more of these things because of the fact that I can customize them. I like to paint things. I like to turn things into something cool. Why not? Especially when they come screwed together. Now, as for these are not. These, oh, I take that back. They are actually screwed together. I did not realize that. They're actually screwed together as well. There's a screw in there. Wow. That's kind of crazy. I didn't realize that. That's neat. Well, I eat my words on that one. But there you go. Fully customizable toys. Why not? By the way, the helicopter is screwed together too. So there you go. You can take the helicopter completely apart and paint it whatever colors you want to paint it. Make it whatever you want it. And that's what's neat about these kind of toys. I just wanted to share this. I know this is kind of a long video, but hey, I want to show you guys something cool that I came across and not waste you guys' time and tell you, look, spend your money where you probably should spend it in the easiest way you possibly can. And guess what? Dollar Tree, they didn't let me down. Anyway, this has been Plasticon, and this is me signing off. Peace out, you guys, and I'll see you around. That's it for now. Bye.